So today we're gonna figure out which statesman has the best fingers. I thought I might have a little bit of fun roasting or praising the playing of these world leaders who thought it was a wise idea to be filmed while playing the piano. I'll be ranking them from worst to best. Now I hope no one takes offense, this is just for fun. No ill will is intended towards any person or nation. Starting with Vladimir Putin, it's great to see some third and fourth finger action here. Really gives the illusion that he's knowing what he's doing. No need for any elaborate harmony, just the left hand index finger because
All is one under Mother Russia.
the piano had to get itself out of tune as it trembles with increasing fear with every wrong note, so that its great player has a good enough excuse for sounding bad. I believe the president uses the piano as a tool for finger exercises, so that someday his fingers can be ready to push the right red buttons when needed. Moving on to Harry S. Truman. Truman preludes some chords before transitioning into a mediocre rendition of Mozart's A major sonata. It seems that he couldn't impress the interviewer enough, so he tries again with a casual glissando. Truman was a pioneer of finger exercises for pushing big red buttons. Until this day, the only virtuoso big red button pusher in history. On to Richard Nixon. Now, he may not be a crook.
Well, I'm not a crook.
But the idea of him as a musician certainly is crooked. Here, Nixon plays what he calls his own piano concerto, but the most flattering thing I can come up with is a concertino. We get some fourth and fifth finger action here, some basic left hand harmonizing, a little left hand run, and some dirty octaves, with the Hollywood strings doing their very best to cover up the tritonepness of his playing. Certainly above Putin in a few levels. Perhaps had he allocated a fraction of his resources to spy on music colleges instead, we would have something with a bit more emotion. Now we're approaching something of a more musical statesman. This clip wasn't taken from a simply piano ad, but it easily could have been. Abe flexes some legato thirds, a grasp over long melodic stretches, temporal command over all five fingers, balanced pedaling, and excellent dynamic control. Abe would have had a great career as a Yuruma River Flows In You type pianist, with hotel lobby repertoire that your friend who thinks that they listen to classical music would love. Had he spent less time in politics and more time practicing, I could easily imagine him whipping out a sick winter wind etude. This is a different level of musical statesmanship. Paderewski, the highest representation of ultimate giga-chadery. This concert pianist was so good that he convinced the world during World War I to create an independent Polish nation, where he became the first Prime Minister of Poland, while simultaneously holding the position of First Minister of Foreign Affairs. Back then, the phrase, well, he's no Paderewski, was a common term to describe an overrated pianist. Politically, he established the first independent Poland, signed the Treaty of Versailles, established democratic elections to parliament, and created a public education system. He was also the international voice of Poland during World War II. Musically, he's a chief editor of the official Chopin Complete Works, published by the Chopin Institute. He was a prolific composer, with many of his pieces relevant and in the repertoire today. Pianistically, his interpretations are considered authoritative, and he was a best-selling pianist while he was alive. This video of him here is him at a ripe old age, post-retirement after being offered a lucrative deal to perform and be filmed. For the final one, and you can consider this an encore, I don't really need to write an elaborate roast as, this is a self-roast. President Zelenskyy doesn't even need to use his own hands to play. His nether regions can smack down some powerful chords. Who needs Paderewski's sophisticated diplomacy when you can do this and get nations to drop billions of dollars out of taxpayers' money for you? Eat! Enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon button, and comment which one was your favorite. If there are any other world leaders that have played the piano which I have missed, please let me know.